Devin Sizemore here. Hey, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about personalized strategy sessions. So first, let's talk about my approach to consulting, what I've experienced, and kind of why I do things the way I do it. And then let me explain what's included with the strategy session. So first, why is this how we're doing it? It really comes down to four aspects. The first, I think, is trust and empathy. So when I am looking for someone to help mentor, guide me, provide feedback, I want to make sure that that person has been where I want to go and or where I currently am and really understands the journey I'm on. So I've worked with over 700 businesses on optimizing, scaling, systematizing companies. I've owned companies myself. I've had exits. I've had business partners, I've had employees. I've managed low level labor. I've managed high level labor. I've worked in a lot of industries. I share all that, and I'm not an ego guy. I share that just to say I've been there, I've done it, I've seen it, or I'm connected to it because that is something that I can say is I probably have a connection to whatever you need to solve the problem. And so first, I can meet you where you're at with a level of empathy and clear understanding. And I get you. I fully understand what you're dealing with. Now let's problem solve and walk away with strategies. The next thing with consulting, I want to see speed. So I want to condense the consulting process because time matters, right? You are probably overwhelmed, you're busy. If you're not and you're fully optimized, you're just optimizing more, fantastic, but you still understand the importance of time. And so I respect that. I don't want to drag you through weeks and weeks or months and months of some sort of program for you to get results. I want you to get results today on our session and have clear next steps. Clarity is next. I want you to have very clear next steps, very clear solutions, strategies, and ideas to the challenges and things that you're trying to overcome. So we're always chasing clarity. Are you clear? Do you feel like you got clear next steps? And do you understand how to execute those steps or what connections you need, what vendors you need to be able to do that? So we always want to find clarity. And last, we want to make sure that you're supported. So there's nothing worse than getting an action list and a hit list of stuff you need to execute, but then having no support. So in the support side, I want to give you the connections needed where the resources provided so that you can execute the things that you outlined. And so those are the ways that I approach consulting. And what I found is in a 2 hour or a 1 hour session, 2 hour, we always start with 1 hour is great if you're doing check-in sessions. I have clients that have done strategy sessions with me for over 7 years. We can sync back up and we can get through it. But I want you to show up with challenges and I want you to leave with clarity and the support needed to execute on the things that you've outlined. So that's my approach to consulting. I have never had someone do a session. This is a true statement. Never had someone do a session and regret it or not get exponentially more value than the investment. My goal is to over deliver and to make sure that you are very clear on next steps. So what the heck is included with a personalized strategy session? In your session, we're going to start with current state. Where are you? What's going on? What's good? What's bad? Just give me the lay of the land. Let me know where you're living and let me know what the focus is today. Even if you gave me an outline of here's the things I want to discuss, I always want to make sure we realign at the beginning of the call because life happens. Maybe you're in a state of overwhelm. Great, let's deal with that because that's a priority today. Then we can get to the other things you want to discuss, whether it's sales strategies, systems, optimizing, whatever it might be. Happy to support that. Next, we're going to dive into your challenges. The clear list you come with of, man, I'd really like to dive into this. I have a question about that. What should I do here? I received this advice or someone gave me that, or I'm exploring this strategy, or I'm overwhelmed with this decision. Please help. Whatever the challenge is, bring it. If you have a clear list, it's great. We'll just hit one thing at a time. And again, I'll provide real strategies, real tactics, or I'll give you ideas on, hey, based on what I've seen and heard in that, here's a few options. And then that's the next step, right? You're going to get real tactical, implementable strategies and next steps. We're then going to outline those next steps clearly. Great. This is what you talked about. Here's some recommendations. Here's the one that seemed the best for you, or here's two. We track all of this on a shared note-taking document. You're going to get a recording of the session as well, which goes on the top of that document. And then last but not least, I'm going to outline the connections I'm going to make or the things I'm going to provide, whether it's Loom videos, strategies, additional support, or strategic connections to help you solve whatever it is that we just outlined. So who's this for? It's for anyone that wants to overcome something. I've done sessions on realigning for career decisions. I've done sessions on implementing the connection expansion system and how do we go through the connection expansion exercise. I've done sessions on overview of marketing and sales strategies to determine which path forward is best for your company, your current state, your situation. I've done strategy sessions on just doing an org chart analysis and looking at team and potential next hires. I've done sessions on scaling. What are some ideas for scaling? On partnerships. Should we partner? Should we not? What does it look like? Do I need a partner? We've done sessions on systems and optimizing. How do we document storage and operational implementation? And how do we work less but get more? It doesn't matter what you want to cover. Show up with challenges and let's get you to some clear next steps. So, if any of that resonates with you, I would love to do a session with you. This is where I get to have fun and really dig in because by the end of our time together, you will have clarity, you will have clear next steps, and I will be here to support you in executing whatever it is we collectively just outlined. So, you can see links below to grab a 2-hour session to start. If you're a recurring client and you've already done a 2-hour session, you can email me and I can send a link to book a 1-hour session. But for the first session, we always start with 2 hours. We want to make sure we dig in and really understand the lay of the land. Future sessions, you can do one. So I look forward to working with you and helping continue to add value and clarity to what you are doing and help you reach your desired future state.